Hey friends, today we're going to learn about a new word, and our word is going to be help. I'm going to write help on our whiteboard. We spell help H-E-L-P. Help. We can add, and help means to assist. We can add a prefix, which can change the meaning of the word. We can add a prefix at the beginning of the word, or we can add a suffix, which is at the end of a word. If we add a prefix at the beginning of the word or a suffix at the end of the word, that can change the meaning of the word help. Help is our root word. So we can add a prefix or we can add a suffix. So I am going to add a prefix or a suffix to the word help, and your job is to hold up a green card. Means yes, it does have a prefix or a suffix, or a red card, it does not have a prefix or a suffix. So your job is to either hold up a green card or a red card. Green means yes, red means no. So our first word is going to be helper. Helper. Let me see if you have a green card or a red card. Good job, friends. Great job. This has a suffix. You say suffix. Good job. Our suffix is er. Helper. You are helping someone. You are the helper. Great job. Our next word is going to be that. That. Let me see your green cards and your red cards. Which one do you think it is? Does our root word have a prefix or a suffix? No, this is not our root word. This is that. I should see red cards. Great work. Okay. Our next one is helpful. Helpful. Do we see, let me check. Yes. Do we see a prefix or a suffix? Yes, we see a suffix. Full. Full is our suffix. We added F-U-L, full, to our root word help. Our next word is going. Going. Let me see, red cards or green cards. Good job. This is not our root word, so we should have red cards. Great work. Okay, our next one is helpless. Helpless. Okay, let me see, green cards or red cards. Great work. This is green cards. We have the suffix less. Helpless. So that's our root word help, and our suffix is less. Remember, we can have a prefix at the beginning of the word or suffix at the end of the word, which changes the meaning a little bit. Okay, let's see. I'm going to add another one. Our last word is going to be rehelp. Rehelp. Let me see the green or the red cards. Oh, remember, friend, we see a prefix. So is that a green card or a red card? Good job. Green card. Rehelp. Re is our prefix. It is at the beginning of the word. That changes the meaning a little bit. Okay. Awesome job, friends. Now that you know some prefixes or suffix, I am going to give you each 2 sticky notes. You say 2 sticky notes. Good job. And I'm going to have on my whiteboard a check or an X. Okay? A check would be the green side. The X would be the red side. Each of you is going to get 2 sticky notes. One word is going to have the root word and the prefix or a suffix, and then one word is not going to be our root word. Remember, what is our root word, friends? Yes, help. So your job is going to be to look at your 2 sticky notes that I give you. So I'm going to give you 2 sticky notes, and your job is to look at your 2 sticky notes and see, do I see a root word? Yes. And do I see a suffix or a prefix? Yes. So if you say yes to both of those, if you see a root word or a prefix or a suffix, that is going to go on the green side. If you see a word that is not a root word and does not have a prefix or a suffix, or if it's just not a root word, that's going to go on the red side. That is not our root word we were talking about today. So each of you friends is going to get 2 sticky notes, and you're going to put on my whiteboard, either on the green side, the check, or the X, the red side. So I'm going to hand out the 2 sticky notes. Here you go, friends. Here's your sticky notes, here's your sticky notes, and here's your sticky notes. So remember, friends, we're looking for root word, suffix, or prefix. Okay, friend, your first sticky note I see is helpful. Is helpful, do we see the root word, yes or no? Yes, good job. Okay, now the next thing we need to look for. Do we see a prefix or a suffix? Good job, we see a suffix. So which side is that going to go on? Yes, good job. That's going to go on the green side. Our word is helpful. Okay, let's look at our next word. Okay, friend, your next word is going. Going, is that the root word, yes or no? No, good job. So what side is that going to go on? Good, the red side. Perfect. Awesome job, friends. I want everyone to look at their 2 cards. Okay, so friend, your next word is helper. Do you see the prefix? Do you see a root word? Yes, you see the word help. Do you see a prefix or a suffix? Yes, you see a suffix. So put that on the green side. Okay, next one. Chain. Is that our root word? No. Okay, good job. Put it on the red side. Okay, next job. Good job, friend. Now it's your turn. Helpless. Helpless. Do you see the root word? Help? Yes. Do you see a prefix or a suffix? Yes, you see a suffix. So that goes on the green side. Okay, dog. Is that our root word? No. So that goes on the red side. Good job, friends. Okay, now that we have all of our sticky notes organized on our whiteboard, now we are going to look at only the green side. You say green side. Good job. We're going to look at only the green side. And we're going to look at all of these words that we have on here. And I want you to write them on your whiteboards. Okay? So, our first word is, the first sticky note, I see helpless. You say helpless. Good job, friends. Now I'm going to get you to write on your whiteboards. I want you to write the word helpless. Helpless. Great job, friends. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to underline. So that means put a line under the prefix or the suffix. So if it has a prefix, remember that's the beginning of the word, put a line under it. Or if it has a suffix, put it at the end of the word. Good job, friends. It has a suffix. And I see all of y'all put a line under list. Great job. Okay. Our next word on our check side is helpful. You say helpful. Good job. Now I want you to underline underline the prefix or the suffix. So I want you to look to see if it has a prefix or a suffix. Great job, friends. Okay. I see all of y'all underline the suffix full. Good job. Okay. Our next one is helper. You say helper. Good job. Now I want you to underline either the prefix or the suffix. Good job. I see all of y'all underline the suffix, which is er. Okay. Our last one, over help. You say over help. Good job. Write it on your whiteboard. Over help. Okay. Good job. Keep writing. Now I want you to underline either the prefix or the suffix. Remember, prefix at the beginning of the word, suffix is at the end of the word. Let me check. Oh, remember, this is the root word, so our prefix is Good job. Over. Everyone underline over. Check your board. Make sure your whiteboard looks like mine. Good job. Great work, friends. Go ahead and erase your whiteboards and put your lids on your marker. Okay, now we're going to look at another sentence on my whiteboard. And that sentence is going to be the tiny kitten was help. Do you remember how to spell help? Good job. H-E-L-P. Helpless. Helpless until someone came to. Sight word to. Ooh. Good job. T-O. Take care of it. Sight word it. It. Good job. We put a period at the end of our sentence to show we are all done. The tiny kitten was helpless until someone came to take care of it. Okay. We are going to find the underline word. The word that we need to underline, remember, is our root word we've been talking about is help. So helpless is our word that we're looking at. And we're going to read our sentence together. You ready, friends? The tiny kitten, good job, was helpless until someone came to take care of it. Awesome reading, friends. Okay, our first question I'm going to ask you is, what does helpless mean in this sentence? Okay, friends, I'm looking for hands. Good job. Yes, helpless means that they were not able to help. Good job. Okay, so how do you think the tiny kitten was feeling? Oh, yes. Great job. The tiny kitten was feeling sad because they were not able to be helped. They felt helpless, like they couldn't do anything, and that would make me feel sad too. Okay, next question. Can you think of another situation where someone could feel helpless? Yes, great thinking. Someone could feel helpless whenever their friend dropped their ice cream and they weren't able to help them because they didn't have $1. That would make me feel helpless too, because you can't help them in the situation because you don't have money to give them and they dropped their ice cream. So that would make me feel helpless. That would also make me feel sad too, just like the tiny kitten felt sad. Okay, now friends, I want you to come up with a sentence that has the word helpless in it. You can pick your partner, and I want you to write a sentence that has the word helpless in it, and then you're going to share it with the friends. Okay, friends, I will give you a minute to find your partner and go ahead and start putting your names on your paper. Okay, great job, friends. Let me go ahead and look. Okay, I want you two to share your sentence. Oh, okay, let me read it for you. I felt helpless when my friend fell on the playground. Okay, so what happened? Yes, they did fall on the playground. And who felt helpless on this? Who felt helpless? You did. And how did that make you feel? Sad. Yeah, that would make me feel sad too. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you 3 more questions and then we're going to be all done. So what root word did we learn today? Yes, help. And remember, help means to assist. And, okay, here's another question. What does the root word help mean? Awesome job, to assist. Great job, y'all are listening. And can you give me an example of a word that we learned that uses the root word help? So it has help and it either has a prefix or a suffix. Awesome job. Helpless, helper, helping. Awesome job, friends. I'm so proud of y'all. Good job.